Welcome to the Blue Star Higher Secondary School, Class 7, Subject Social Science. Children, today we are going to see lesson number 4, Air. The topics which covers under this lesson is composition of air, structure of the atmosphere, weather and climate, temperature, air pressure, wind and moisture. This topic we are going to cover in this lesson. The introduction, today we are going to see about the atmosphere. Atmosphere is in our earth, it is fully surrounded by the air, is known as an atmosphere. Without the air, no one can live in the world. So all the human beings, even the animals, need air. The air also provides to breathe. This is about the atmosphere. And next we are going to see about the composition of air. Composition of air. The composition of air. The first one is nitrogen. The first is nitrogen. 78%. Next is oxygen, 21%. And next is carbon dioxide, 0.03%. Argon, 0.93%. And all other gases like 0.04%. And now we are going to see about the first one is nitrogen. The first one is we are going to see about the nitrogen. The plants need nitrogen to survive the life, but it cannot directly take from the air. This is about the nitrogen. Next is oxygen. The second one is oxygen. All the humans and the animals need breathing. How they are breathing? They are breathing through only this oxygen. The plant produce oxygen through the photosynthesis. And next is carbon dioxide. The next one is carbon dioxide. The plants produce to make a own food by only using the carbon dioxide. This is about the composition of the air. The next topic we are going to see about the structure of atmosphere. The next topic is structure of atmosphere. The next topic is what? Structure of atmosphere. There are 5 layers. How many layers are there? There are 5 layers. The first layer we are going to see troposphere. The first layer is what? Troposphere. The second layer is stratosphere. The second layer is what? Stratosphere. The third one is mesosphere. The third one is what? Mesosphere. The fourth one is thermosphere. What is the fourth one? Thermosphere. Fifth one is exosphere. What is the first one? Troposphere. Second, stratosphere. Third is mesosphere. Fourth is thermosphere. Fifth is exosphere. So we are going to see these 5 layers in detail. Children, what is the first layer is troposphere. Let me show the picture of this layer atmosphere. This is the layer of atmosphere. Troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere, exosphere. The first layer is troposphere. All the living beings will breathe in this layer only. So, the living being breathe in this air. In this layer, all the living beings will breathe in this layer. What type of weather and all will occur in this troposphere means rainfall, wind and fog. Rainfall, wind and fog. And what is the height of the troposphere will be? It is only a height is 13 kilometer. The height will be 13 kilometer. Under the troposphere only all the living beings can breathe in this layer. What type of weather it may occur? Only the rainfall, wind and fog. The height of the troposphere will be 13 kilometer. And next we are going to move to the stratosphere. The next topic we are going to see is stratosphere. The next topic is what? Stratosphere. I will show the picture of the layers of the atmosphere. Then only it can be easily understand about this layer. Children, what is the first one? Troposphere. Above this, what is this? Stratosphere is there. Now we are going to see about the stratosphere. The stratosphere lies above the troposphere. The first point is the stratosphere lie above the troposphere. This troposphere will lies above the stratosphere. This above lies in the troposphere. And next is the clouds will be very low. The clouds will be very low. In this layer only the aeroplane can be fly. Under this stratosphere only the aeroplane can fly. Aeroplane can be fly. The third is mesosphere. What is the third one is? Mesosphere. What is the third one? Mesosphere. It is a third layer. This mesosphere is a third layer. It is above the stratosphere. It is above the stratosphere. I will show the picture. Okay. Stratosphere. Children, can you see here the troposphere? Above what is that? Stratosphere, and above this mesosphere. Here the meteoroids, like a small pieces of rocks, will burn up in this mesosphere only. Okay, the meteoroids burn up in this layer. And next we are going to see about the thermosphere. Thermosphere. It helps in radio transmission. What is the radio transmission? The radio transmission is nothing but the communication can be sent very longer distance in this thermosphere layer. This is known as, it can be help in the radio transmission. And next we are going to see is exosphere. The fifth layer, the last layer is exosphere. It is an uppermost layer. 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 This is an uppermost layer. This light gas like a helium, and the nitrogen. Light gas like helium and nitrogen. These type of gases is there in the exosphere. And the next we are going to see about the weather. What is the weather? Some days there will be a rainy day, windy day, sunny day. This day to day, minutes to minutes, hours to hour, it can be changed. So what is the weather is nothing but the weather is day to day condition of the atmosphere. Children, what is the weather is nothing but some days there will be a rainy day, windy day, sunny day. This is a weather. It will change day to day or minutes to minutes, or it change to the hour to hour. It can be changed. That is known as a weather. In weather there is summer, winter and monsoon. And next we are going to see about the climate. Next is what? Climate. Here the climate is the state of Jammu and Kashmir. You have been heard. There will be very cold climate. In Rajasthan, it will be a hot climate, and it also will be so dry. So the climate is, it will be a large area for the longer period of time. Even we go to Ooty, why you are going for Ooty and Kodaikanal? Because for the longer time it will be so cool. That is known as a climate. The climate will be so nice in Kodaikanal and Ooty. You can take an example of the climate of the Kodaikanal and the Ooty. Okay, over a large area for a longer period of time. Over a large area for a longer period of time. Longer period of time. Okay. Now you can identify the weathers and the climate. And next we are going to see the temperature. What is the temperature? The temperature, you know that the hotness will be there and the coldness also will be there. That is called as a temperature. The temperature is the hot and the cold. To know the hotness and the coldness is called as a temperature. And next we are going to see about the insolation. What is insolation? Insolation is nothing but the incoming of the solar radiation that reaches the Earth's surface. The heat that comes from the solar energy that reflects more in the Earth's surface is called the insolation. The incoming solar radiation that reaches the Earth is called insolation. See, the solar energy, the incoming, the heat that comes, the radiations will be reaches to the earth's surface. That is called as insolation. See, under here is the earth is center is an equator. Here, if the from the equator it reaches to the poles, to the north poles or the south poles, the insolation will be decreases. Insolation will be decreases, and the temperatures also will be decreases, and the temperature also decreases. And next we are going to see why the village is cooler than the cities. Why the temperature in cities is much higher than the villages. Now there is a concrete metals buildings will be there in the cities. The roads will be get heated during the daytime and it will release due to the night time only. This is how the cities are higher temperatures in the when you compare to the villages. And next we are going to see about the air pressure. What is an air pressure? The pressure exerted by the weight of the air on the earth's surface is called as an air pressure. The pressure exerted by the weight of air on the earth surface is called as an air pressure. The force which is very high under the earth's surface of the air is known as air pressure. The force which is very high of the weight of the air is under the earth's surface. That is known as air pressure. What is the wind? The movement of the air from high pressure area to the low pressure area is known as a wind. The wind becomes very high and it will come slow. That is known as the movement of the air is called as a wind. The movement of the air from high pressure area to low pressure area is called as a wind. When it is strong wind comes, it is very difficult to walk in the road and all. Even we cannot fold the umbrella also when strong wind comes. This is the example which I am given for the wind. And what are the various categories of the wind? What are the various categories? Various categories of wind. The first category is permanent wind. It is a permanent wind. And second is seasonal wind. Third is local wind. What are the various categories of wind? Permanent wind, seasonal wind, local wind. This permanent wind will always blow very constantly throughout the year only in particular direction. What type of wind? The permanent wind. What is a permanent wind? It may blow very constantly. The wind will blow very constantly throughout the year. What is a seasonal wind? The direction of this wind will be changed to different season. The wind will change to the different season is known as a seasonal wind. What is a local wind? This wind blows to period of a day, a particular day or a year. In local wind, this local wind, the wind blows only in a particular day or a year. It is known as a local wind. The next topic is moisture. Where the water evaporates, the water will evaporate only in the land and the different water bodies where the water evaporates, the water will evaporates in the land and the different water bodies. Many moisture is there in the air is known as humidity. The moisture of the content is been remain the same in the air is known as humidity. And what is a precipitation? What is a precipitation? It is nothing but the precipitation that comes down to the earth into a liquid is known as rainwater is known as precipitation. The precipitation that comes down to the earth in liquid is called as a rain. The rainwater is known as precipitation. And there are three types of rainfall. One is conventional rainfall. Orographic rainfall and cyclonic rainfall. Now we are going to see about the pictures of the cyclonic rainfall. Here cyclonic rainfall, here is warm climate. First it will go, after that it will comes in a cold climate, and after that we will get the rain. That is known as a cyclonic rainfall. Next we are going to see is orographic rainfall. Here fully it will be a moist, the clouds will be only one side, another side will become dry. So the hills only one side it will rain it, another side it becomes dry. So that is known as a orographic rainfall. And next we are going to see about the conventional rainfall. Here from the earth all the warm heat has been formed in the clouds, and then rainfall will come. That is known as the conventional rainfall. And next we are going to see about the cyclone. Here about the cyclone. The cyclone was first formed in the Odisha. Where it has been formed? It has been formed in Odisha in October, that is 17th till 18th October 1999. It has been formed. Here the wind of the speed will be the cyclonic speed, that is wind of the speed, will be 260 kilometer. The wind of the speed will be 260 kilometer. In Odisha, the cyclone has come when it has came in 17th and 18th October 1999. The speed of the wind, the cyclone, is 260 kilometer. Here, when cyclone will comes, what will be there? No power generation, no power supply, and the communication will be damaged. No communication from one person to the another person. The communication is very much damaged. We can't contact any person. Communication is damaged. And no power supply. Here, no power supply is there. And many of them has been do their agriculture. That agriculture, after the cyclone came, the agriculture has been damaged. What type of crops they has been put? Like paddy, vegetable, fruits. These are the crops that they have been put in the Odisha. And how many people were affected in cyclone is 13 millions people were affected. 13 millions of people were affected in the Odisha. 13 millions of the people were affected in the Odisha. This is about the Odisha cyclonic. What is a global warming? What is a global warming? The heat retained increase the temperature of the atmosphere is called as a global warming. The heat retained increase the temperature in the atmosphere is called as a global warming. Global warming is nothing but that the heat that increase in the temperature of the atmosphere is called as a global warming. The heat has been increased in the atmosphere, so that is known as a global warming. And next we are going to see about the greenhouse effect. Greenhouse effect. The carbon dioxide released the atmosphere and creates the greenhouse effect by tapping the heat radiated from the earth. This is nothing but the greenhouse effect will keep the planet very warm, and it protects from cold weather. The sun rays that we will get absorb from the heat, so only we are getting from the sun, only we are getting the lights and all. So the greenhouse effect is nothing but it protects the warmth from the other planets. This is a greenhouse effect. The assignment will be draw the picture of layers of atmosphere and explain it. refer in your geography book. The page number is number 22 and 23. Children, go through this video, then only you can easily understand what is the topic I have been covered, and then only you will get idea about this lesson. Thank you, children.